Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to season 3, episode 9 of the Multilife podcast. Remember to go follow our Instagram at multilife.pod. And now we're going to go around and say hello.
What's up, y'all? It's Anthony back for another week. Happy day. That's what I have to say.
What's up, guys? This is Garrett. I'm glad to be back, and we back at it again.
Hey, guys, it's Melissa Ann.
Hey, everyone, it's Spencer. Garrett, I'm kind of disappointed you didn't follow Anthony's intro.
Yeah.
You know, at the very beginning of this podcast, Anthony used to say, "You never know what Garrett's gonna say. He's full of surprises." And that was a surprise today, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess so.
Every time I feel like I've built myself up to too high of a expectation, because every time I start, I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm Anthony," and I'm like, now I have to say something because for the last however many episodes, I've said a thing, and now I'm like, sometimes I'm just Anthony, you know, and sometimes I just want to be Anthony. So I hope that y'all are okay with that. If sometimes I'm just Anthony.
Of course we are. Yeah.
Okay, well, right, just Anthony is going into our review section and is announcing our first song. And this first song is from my favorite group. Well, I don't even know if it's my favorite group, but it's the group with my favorite member, so it's got to be one of my favorite groups. It's ITZY with Motto.
Wait, remind us about our rating system, though, before we begin.
Oh my gosh. You're so right. I'm getting ahead of myself.
You got to say our motto, Anthony.
Our motto? You know what our motto is? Motto. I'm rating this K5. That's my motto. We rate our songs K1 through K5, with K1 being dislikable and K5 being repeatable. If you want a further explanation, go ahead and check out our socials. And yeah, we're getting in with ITZY's Motto. Definitely my favorite ITZY title track since probably Loco.
Oh, wow.
I would say. So we're going back a good bit. And yeah, I mean, I say it every time. ITZY really is such a pretty group, full of visuals. I thought their outfits were great, their styling was great, the coloring with the pastel colors, just like generally super bright music video. Super cool. I think that Yeji Pink Hair is leaving us soon, but I've cherished our time together, I will say. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this song's energy was great. I feel like they really enjoy the song, and it's very, it's easy because it's super upbeat of a song. It makes me want to get up and dance, and their dance for this song it has pretty easy point moves. So very cool, very enjoyable. The ending chorus was probably my favorite part. I just enjoyed hearing Chaeryeong's vocal ad-libs in the back. I think maybe a couple other members had some vocal ad-libs, but yeah, K5 for sure. I'm very glad that ITZY has a solid Korean release. I mean, Tunnel Vision was good. I mean, Born to Be wasn't bad. Like, that whole album wasn't bad. But I haven't had a song that ITZY's come out with, other than maybe their Japanese releases, where I've been very happy and been like excited to listen to it and all that good stuff. So very happy to have one of those this year, and yeah, liked Motto a lot. That's my opinion.
I would rate it a K4. I really liked this sound for ITZY. My only note though is that this doesn't sound like an ITZY song to me at all. And I don't know. I guess I've always associated them kind of with this girl boss, like, kind of visual, like ever since In the Morning, like Mafia in the Morning.
Yeah.
I mean, even in Tunnel Vision, they kind of had like girl boss moments and stuff. So I guess kind of I wouldn't say it's like completely like glitzy or like pretty, I guess. I don't know. But like, I was trying to think of, I guess, who I do think would sing a song like this, and I guess the one that comes to mind is "Oh My Girl." This sounds like a song that they would sing to me. But I mean, I really liked the song. Like, I loved the sound. It just didn't if you told me ITZY would have sang this song, I would have been like, probably not. But I mean, I'm glad that they did come out with this song. So yeah, I rated it a K4.
Nice. I also rated this a K5. I thought it was a great
Let's
song.
go!
And it's funny, Spencer, that you brought up that you don't think it sounds like an ITZY song, because I agree, but that's what makes it better, in my opinion. Because, like, I usually don't. I like ITZY songs, but, like, not always the title tracks, or, like,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
not, like, my strongest group when I think of, like, a girl group with title tracks I really, really, really like. Like, they're just usually not the one for me. I wrote Twice Coded in my notes because I felt like I could totally hear
Yeah.
Twice singing this. And Anthony, I thought it was funny how you brought up the color scheme of the music video, and it was like more pastel. I wrote in my notes more colorful MV, and I realized that it's not that it's lacking color, but I think it's because they're all in pastel. So it feels
Mhm.
not as like bright to me. And I think I was expecting more of a
Mhm.
bright, colorful music video.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw me off a little bit, but what caught me off guard in a good way was Leah's opening scene, like after they, I guess, put the boxes on a table, and then the first scene is just Leah, and I was like, oh, wow, like I was not I didn't know she opened the song, because like I just wasn't paying attention to who was singing what. And then when she just showed up, I was like, wow, like she's so pretty. So I agree with you that ITZY is made up of very pretty visual girls. I mean, this is like kind of a nitpick, but I kind of wish that it was, I don't know. I was always associate mottos with like schools or extracurriculars, and like trying to come up with a motto for your club or
Yeah.
something like
Like a
that.
company motto, or yeah.
Yeah. So I really was hoping that the music video would be school themed, but I guess it's you're too old for that.
We're too unk.
Yeah. Cuz how old is the oldest member? Yeji is
Yeji's
2000,
the
right?
oldest. It's her birthday was 5 days ago.
Okay, but born in
Yep.
2000, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
May
Yeah.
2000.
So she's Anthony and I's age. Yeah. But that would have been like really cool if they did like a uh just like a little school, like just wearing uniforms. I'm thinking of like a Tame Dash by Hypen. They just have like a really bright
Mhm.
school with very like bluish tint, and I think that would have fit them very well. But oh well.
Has ITZY ever done a schoolgirl concept?
I don't think so.
I can't think of one.
I don't think they've ever done. Maybe for like a season's greetings or something,
Or
but not
like
for a music video.
Yeah, they did a school look version dance practice for Tunnel Vision.
Oh,
But,
no way.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I'm seeing. I thought there was some like not Girls Will Be Girls, but what's their song that sounds like a Taylor Swift song?
Oh, what was
you
that
know what
one
I'm
again? I know
like-
exactly. We talked about it on the podcast.
It's an English song.
Let me look it up.
Isn't it? But that, like, I feel like that comes to mind when I think about like a schoolgirl crush.
Right.
But I that's not even really like, I don't know. I can't think of like a scene in the MV or anything. I mean, I can't even think of the last time I've seen that MV. It's not Girls Will Be Girls. Anyway. Yeah.
Imaginary Friend? I don't know.
Boys Like You.
Boys
the
Like
one.
You, yes.
Boys Like
Which
You.
album is that on? I can't find it.
It was a solo, it was a single release, but it was put on. Oh man, well hold on. When did the single come out? The single came out October 2022. Cheshire, yeah.
Is that Cheshire? Cheshire? Okay, I always say Cheshire.
Cheshire. I don't know. Maybe it's an either or situation.
Cheshire, okay.
It's either. Yeah, it's either. Says Wikipedia. All right, excellent.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, good song. Garrett, did you say your rating?
No,
Even gone?
it's not that great of a.
What? Oh my gosh! All right, bro. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I gave it like a K2.5.
Oh,
I don't know, just nothing really stood out to me. I wasn't
that's
that
rough.
big of a fan of the Envy either. The cute outfits, I guess. But that's all I got for this song.
Pain. That's sad. It didn't stick out to you. I was very excited about this release compared to other ITZY stuff. But
Yeah, same.
do you like other ITZY songs more? Do you not really vibe with ITZY that much in their in like general? What's your
Well, when
general
you said
assessment?
Loco, I was already playing the chorus in my head. So that stuck out more, and I'd listened to Mario like an hour ago. So, so,
Just say.
so just not this song.
Gotcha. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Stop, Anthony. I mean, this one's by Alpha Drive One.
Oh my gosh. OMG.
OMG.
Uh,
Oh my,
anyways,
oh my god.
how do I even start this? It's a K3. I just picked this because I thought the group was pretty cool. Their group name. But if y'all watch the MV, I do have to complain that in that first scene when he's holding the TV remote, when he transitions, it's not in the same position. Like he's holding it down.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then in
This
the
is
next
literally
scene, he's holding
unwatchable.
it like straight across.
Unbelievable.
Wait, Anthony, what did you say it was called?
Continuity error.
Oh.
I think about that because Melissa Ann, you remember, we were once in Korea for a prolonged period of time.
Yes, yes.
And you remember, as part of our Korean language education, we were made to make a skit with some of the grammar points that we've, that we had
Yes.
learned. And so, as others might not know, but we know very intimately, we did an Office parody. And I just remember that we did we did an not abridged version. We did like a spoof of the fire alarm scene from The Office, where where Michael is like, everyone stay calm, stay calm. Like everyone's panicking, whatever. And so, as part of that, we all like ran out of the room. We were filming in our classroom, and we all ran out to evacuate from the fire that was in our office that we were recording in. And I just remember that I was crawling, like we were going down the stairs to run out the front door as part of the film or whatever. And on the first shot of us going down the stairs, I like picked my legs up and I started like climbing over the center like stair rails to go over to the other side instead of running all the way around. And then so the first shot was me climbing over the rail, the second shot was me running down the stairs, and then the third shot was me still standing on the rail because I climbed over. And so there's a very clear continuity error in our evacuation scene that I notice every single time.
Wait, now I'm gonna
and-
go back and watch it. I'll send the
You
twins
should.
the link.
Yeah,
If that's okay
you
with you.
totally
Okay.
should.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
totally should. No, that was a great man. That was a great time. It was a very
Aw.
funny video that we were making too.
Brings
But
back so many memories.
yeah, my I should have known when I committed to that bit. I should have done it every take. I didn't do it for one of the takes, and lo and behold, I'm everywhere. So anyway, tragedy. Who was the director? I'm gonna send him an email.
Not bad. The rap scene in the laundry mat looked pretty cool though. That must have been a hype shot to get the scene for. But yeah, pretty catchy. K3.
I rated this K2.5. I felt like there was not much going on sonically or visually. Like just not very. It just. I know they're capable of so much because these guys are literally so talented and so good looking, but they were given a song that just was kind of low energy. And I know they can bring out so much more. So I was a little bit disappointed. And I think the vibe that they should have gone with is the darker slash NCT slash race car aesthetic. Because their name is literally Alpha Drive 1.
Yeah.
And like, so I'm thinking back to like, I feel like Gravity had some good music videos and concepts that had that vibe. So they could have had like a Gravity vibe to follow if they wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember how their debut. And I know, and I'm only confident saying this out loud because I've seen so many different Reddit posts and comments saying like, what is their company doing with their concept? Like the boys are capable of so much more, and they're just been giving these like really disappointing
The
songs.
softball songs, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just sad, but and also I felt like even in the music video, like I didn't see a lot of them singing, so it was just a lot of like action shots, but you didn't see them like actually lip sync or anything. So it was like hard to tell who was singing what part, and I don't know, just felt like there was just not so much untapped potential. So K2.5 for me.
Spencer, you seem disappointed by the ratings. What's your take on this song?
I am disappointed by everyone's rating. I rated it a K4. I actually
wow.
really liked it, but I also really liked Freak Alarm, I think is what it's called, which was
Oh.
from the last
Freak
one.
Alarm.
Yeah, no, that's on my top 10 contender list.
Oh,
so,
really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so Alpha Drive 1 is just Spencer is the target audience.
I'm sounding the Freak Alarm.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I kind of liked the chill rhythm. It's just like a song that I could like bop my head along to. To be honest with you, I don't think I paid too much attention to the music video when I was like writing my notes down for the song. But I don't know, for some reason when I was listening to this on like Spotify, I just liked the, I don't know, synth keyboard sound in the background, like part of the melody, which I thought was like them as a group harmonizing. Like I thought they used that as kind of like the background sound, but I mean, I'm listening to the like a fan created instrumentation, like I guess where they just use some software to get rid of the
with some like
voices.
standard. Mm-hmm. Oh, like an isolation. Okay.
Yeah, like a voice isolation thing.
Yeah.
And so when I was listening to their like and to that YouTube video or whatever, I was like, oh well, so I guess it's not them harmonizing, but I don't know. Maybe the software might have done something. But regardless, like that was just my kind of favorite part of the song. So I liked that they kept it throughout the song, like throughout the whole song as a melody. And I'll just keep it in my little fantasy world that they are harmonizing that part. So
that's your headcanon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I would, K4 for me. I really liked it.
Do any of you? Is it just some like computer program or something that like how do MR removes? Are there any like professionally like made MR removed? Like you know what I'm talking about? Like I assume it's just like a software thing that people use to like isolate frequencies.
Yes.
Yeah.
It tries to from what I understand, it just detects like which frequencies are in a human voice's range and just strips that out.
And it just isolates. It strips away everything else and just leaves the.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I guess you can hear some of the instrumental like left over because they have similar frequencies. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm with you, Spencer. I also gave the song a K4.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was a very. You're right that the instrumentation was simple, but I liked it. I thought it was a nice like simple beat, and it had me bopping my head. At the end of the first verse, he goes like, "I like it, I love it." I thought he was gonna say, "I want some more of it."
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna do it. I was leaning into it, and then it didn't happen. I also said that I liked the slow motion like water shots in the MV. I didn't think about this before, but Melissa Ann, what you were saying about how like you wish that there were more shots of them singing and actually like doing performance or whatever. Like I can agree with that for
Okay.
sure. But I thought the slow motion water shots were cool, and I thought the Roman candle bike scene was kind of cool. But I wish there were more of an outro to the song. I feel like it kind of just ended, and we go next, which like that's fine. Next song in the album, I guess. But yeah, overall, definitely an enjoyable listen. Just wish that there was a little bit more, I guess. But yeah, I mean, overall, definitely enjoyable for me. Hit K4 for sure.
Nice. Well, our next one is served to us on a platter by XLOV for their latest comeback. I realized when Melissa Ann, you had originally posted this in the Discord, I may have like come across a little bit too harsh in terms of like mixing on the YouTube and Spotify like listens when I had originally first heard it, because I mean, I was just complaining that I felt like I couldn't really hear them. Like all I could hear was just the instrumentation blasting in my ear. But I don't know, maybe it was just the environment and when I was listening. Because right now, if you were to ask me how I'd rate it, I'd rate it a K3 still. But I could like hear it better, I guess, in my AirPods rather than like just listening through my phone or something.
I see.
So um yeah, so I take back about what I said about, I guess, the instrumentation being, or like the mixing being off. But so yeah, I've music video though, K5, I feel like they all look amazing in the music video. I loved the concept, and just they all looked amazing. I feel like their comebacks get better each time. Um I think Rui and like golden hair was just not on my bingo card, but looks amazing. I think the reason why I loved the teaser, like the instrumentation sounds great and everything. I think the reason why I rated it so low was just because lyrically there's nothing for me to like grab onto to like repeat in my head. I feel like they barely mentioned serve, which is fine. Like it doesn't have to be loud and boisterous, but I mean, maybe like Loco, Coco could be something that I could have attached to, but it didn't really. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's why I rated it a K3 is it sounds good, but like in 2 days I wouldn't you couldn't tell me like, "Hey, do you remember how it went or your favorite verse from it?" I was like, "I don't even remember." But I will say Masterpiece is my favorite from the EP. So I highly recommend watching that or listening to that if you haven't already.
I hadn't actually heard of this group before it was brought up for this episode.
Oh, okay.
I think the concept of the group being genderless is really, really interesting in the like K-pop sphere in general. Like both just in the concept of like South Korea as like a generally quite conservative country, and like I mean, gender isn't baked into the Korean language in the same way as like other Western languages like German or like Spanish or like with gendered articles and that kind of all that good fun memorization. But obviously in Korea, you have a gender binary that's pretty specific and enforced. Like, I mean, just the terms for people on either end of your age groups, right, of having Nuna and Hyung for men, or on the end whatever, yeah, oppa for women. Like just the nature of like using those words, it kind of necessitates a gender binary on both sides of the conversation. But like obviously normally there's a boy group, a girl group, co-ed groups like Card or All Day Project or whatever, but this group I think is super duper unique and cool just in the sense that they are trying to exist outside of the binary entirely and like explicitly stating the goal of like, we are just expressing ourselves. Like, you don't have to read into the clothing, you don't gotta read into the hairstyles, you don't gotta like their vocal performances, their vocal, you know, ranges or styles or whatever. Like it's just them. There's people making music. Which is really, really cool. And even their K profiles page, I looked them up, even their K profiles page refers to all of them using they, them instead of he, him, which I thought was pretty interesting. Anyway, regarding the song, I rated the song a K4. I thought that this song was actually a bop. And I thought the intro was super unique, the way that the instrumentation kind of eased into things. And I didn't look, and I admittedly, it did not take much time to learn the members and, you know, dig into the group more than just this song. But the falsetto in the opening of the second verse mixed with that the person who has the really, really long blonde hair, that was like a big diversion and kind of I think just like seeing that for the first time as I was like watching that it just sort of, I don't want to even say it subverted expectations because I got the vibe of the group as we were watching, but like it was just something that, you know, you wouldn't see in a typical MV. It's just such a grand variation in expression. So very cool group, XLOV, I gotta say. I was really interested to read more about them, and I'm glad that I liked their song. I'm glad that it was something that I would listen to and would playlist. So yeah.
Yay.
Go Garrett.
This is also my first time hearing them as a group. I gave the song a K2, but I agree with Spencer that the music video alone was a K5. Those costumes were like fantastic. Like a lot of detail went into that, a lot of makeup and all that. And I thought it was really cool. I like the theme and everything. But the song, the lyrics, there's nothing for me to catch on to. Whenever he said serve, it kind of almost sounded like they were saying it like in a sentence. So it wasn't like anything like stood out too much. So yeah, pretty average, below average, K2.
I think
Melissa,
you might.
Sorry, I was gonna ask what the IVE song was that came out in their most recent EP that had the title that we think changed at the last second because they changed it to a title that is not in the song. Whereas
Black Hole.
Whereas they have something in the chorus that repeats all the time, but then they just don't have that as the title.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was guessing it was probably called Love Flame because they say Love Flame. Da,
right.
Da, 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 but it's not called that. So, I think Anthony and Garrett should check out their debut song, Riz. That's their debut, right, Spencer?
No,
it's not.
I think it was like yeah, that was one of their comebacks, but I think One and Only was their first.
That's right. Yeah, I should check out their
I'm
song.
a B. Yeah.
Riz. The music video and the song, because I think, especially for Garrett, that will have what you're looking for from this group. I think Riz is a better song objectively than Serve. I rated Serve a K2. What's so interesting was I was like dying trying to figure this out because I think the guitar in the intro that kind of loops throughout is from a GarageBand pack. And I literally spent 30 minutes this afternoon going through every single guitar loop in GarageBand trying to find it because I can hear it in my head and I hear it looping. So like I think I must have, and I went through like all my old songs that I created. I was looking at Logic, GarageBand, like my little iTunes app thing where I save some songs, and I can't. I don't need. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a GarageBand loop, and I try to look up on Reddit if anybody had said anything. Somebody had mentioned it's a sample from a different song, but I know I've heard that little segment looped over and
Uh-huh.
over, which makes me think like I was working on a song and just like was just like hearing it over and over while I was trying to find the melody and the words and stuff. So I don't know. Somebody help me who's used GarageBand more recently than I have and help me find that loop because it's killing me. Like I legit spent 30 plus minutes trying to find it. But alas, I fell short. Yeah, I just wrote the chorus doesn't hit as hard as Riz. Like
Yeah.
I thought with such a iconic and action verb like serve, I thought they would like repeat it over and over again or just like make it more impactful. Um but unfortunately it just kind of is like very just kind of all blends together, which works for some people, but just I wish it was just more like punchy in your face. I wish the mixing was better. um I thought the Han So-hee cameo, the girl, was pretty cool. Like she's a pretty famous actress, so I don't know how much they spent to get her on it, but I also felt like it was a little bit random in the sense of like it was unclear what her role was in the music video as besides just like the female protagonist. I felt
Uh-huh.
like they could have done some more because she's a great actress, so they could have like done some more storytelling with her as a certain character or something. It was just kind of hard to tell what she was acting and doing in the music video. But anyways, those are my thoughts on XLOV. Um, I can't really think of a fun pun for our next release, but I do remember that Garrett mentioned that his favorite line from the Baby Monster the Baby Monster song last episode was what was it? Something like sour lemons lemonade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
babe, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um so now we get to have the lemonade. We're going to talk about aespa's new release Lemonade,
Incredible.
which I rated a K5. Great song. I think in I also because I also rated Whole Different Animal a K5. I think Whole Different Animal still tops Lemonade for me, but Lemonade is still a really good song. My favorite part about Lemonade though is that it's over 3 minutes long. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like it actually I think this is the one song where
Unbelievable.
I was like, oh, it's still going? Like we get more of this?
Yeah.
And then it feels complete. Like you actually feel like, okay, like that was enough of the song. Not like in a bad way, but just like, wow, like I got
It ran its
closure.
course. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was really, really refreshing. No pun intended. Um, it feels complete and not lacking. I do wish the chorus was a little bit more melodic and less repetitive. Um, but it's still fun. It's easy to sing along with, so um it works. They look really good in this music video, like really, really
Yeah.
good. Like I feel like their looks and outfits and makeup just look more polished every comeback, and this is like probably their peak, like just in terms of how slick the music video is shot. Somebody mentioned like there's little to no AI use in it, which is really good to see.
That's refreshing compared to the
Yeah.
last couple MVs that have come out from them too. Just
Yeah.
explicitly from them specifically, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would recommend the song. So the whole EP, the whole album. Sorry, it's an album. Is pretty strong as well. Obviously, a whole different animal. Would recommend checking that out. Um, and then my favorite B side is Switchblade featuring Ty Dolla Sign. I thought it was a really, really good song, and they actually switch it up at the end, which is like such a cool like play on the title. Um, so I would check out Switchblade, which I rated K5 as well. So my three K5s from the album are Whole Different Animal, Lemonade, and Switchblade.
All right, I'll go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Um, don't come at me, but I'd rate it like a K2.
Aw.
Um, and yeah, no, I agree. Music video is K5. They look absolutely amazing, and it's just I don't know. I would just rewatch the music video
Yeah.
with like and could care less about the song. Um, but to me, it sounds like an aespa song, but it doesn't sound like anything new. Like I feel like
Hmm.
every time they've come back with like some kind of different sound or like big punchiness to it. Like whole different animals, pretty unique. In Lemonade, I feel like they reused like the whiplash kind of beat. And like I can even remember like Black Mamba being different. Like I know that was their debut song, but like Dirty Work, Rich Man, like Supernova, Drama, Whiplash, they all sound different but sound like aespa. But this one just kind of sounds bland to me. For a group that has sounded, I guess, kind of different every comeback. So that's why it's rated really low for me. I think when I listened to the album, nothing stood out, but I think I just need to give it a better listen for the album. I mean, I really liked I don't think I remember raving about Whole Different Animal when we talked about it in our review last episode, but this this song makes Whole Different Animal sound so much better to me. So, um, yeah, I guess I'm just a little disappointed by Lemonade, but like the music video was awesome.
I have a question
So,
for you. If Whiplash didn't exist and this was like their Whiplash comeback, what would you rate it? Would that change your rating? Like if Whiplash just was not in the universe.
mm, I don't think so because like even still, I think this one was like a more less punchy comeback than like their other title tracks.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, like I mean in Supernova you had like Supernova or something like
Nova.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
Can't
in Whip
stop.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sorry.
yeah.
But like
Oh, hey.
yeah, you had like some kind of like play with the song, but like I don't know what that play would be in Lemonade. So, I mean,
I think it's
yeah,
like ETA, TA. I don't know.
but see,
Lemonade.
like, I mean, I saw they literally did the New Jeans
Yeah.
like little choreography with that. Like, if you're gonna say ETA in your song, like, I'm just gonna think New Jeans. So,
Wow, New Jeans Impact.
They
Crazy.
yeah, yeah. Well, it'd be like you have Ditto, you have OMG by New Jeans. So, I mean, like, I feel like that's just kind of I don't know if y'all feel this way, but I feel like some words are like reserved to like specific groups just because the impact that they've made on the word is like so significant. I feel like ETA is that way for me
Yeah, I couldn't
with New
imagine anyone
Jeans.
releasing like a G.
Yeah,
You know,
that would
like
be
if
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get
So
what you're saying.
yeah, I mean, I think this is probably their worst comeback for me, but I've liked a lot of aespa like comebacks and title tracks. This is just the lowest one on the list. So one
Hmm.
of them's got to be it. That's just this one for me.
I see, I see.
Yeah, your comment about Whiplash. I mean, the first thing I wrote down was Whiplash had a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I thought that kind of what you're well, not what you said, Melissa Ann, but like similar to what you said. The regarding the length about how you were like it's. I'm happy that it's over 3 minutes. I thought the first time I listened to it, I expected them to go into the chorus when they had the first fake out. when they fake out and then go to the first verse, and then the whiplash beat kind of like sets in, and you like start to actually, you're like, okay, this is what the song is. Before that, I was because of like how much the chorus was pushed in the pre-release marketing for Lemonade, I was like, oh, they're just gonna make the half the song the chorus. Like I was like, they're gonna do the intro, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge chorus, outro chorus, chorus. I'm like, okay, great, we're doing Lemonade. But no, I was pleasantly surprised with how they structured things. Yeah, I agree. They look amazing. Their outfits ate. I liked Winter's fur and like her orange hair up, like her wavy, hair in a bun. And I especially liked Karina's like yellow outfit with her yellow hairband. Like I felt like she kind of came out of the Jetsons.
I see that.
And yeah, I gave this song a K 4.5. I will give it 4.5. I like it a lot. I agree that I kind of think that it's, well, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about what you said earlier. I think I like the song, and that's good, but I'm worried about the repetitiveness, and I'm worried about the, not a lack of melody, but like how the chorus is like, it's kind of like a mosquito, like Doppler effect. Like it's just a little bit. Obviously, it's more pleasure. Like it sounds better than a mosquito. Okay. I'd like to clear that up. Everyone, calm down. Okay, everyone, relax.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I feel like it's the same energy. But I do think that the stylists, like, some of them are worse offenders than other. I will say some line deliveries are worse offenders than others, because I think about like the like that's a kind of annoying, like in certain spots. I like Giselle's like like she has like a different thing. Like, I like that. And then so I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss. And then I think back to like Anti-Fragile. Sakura has some lines in the pre-chorus, I think, like in between verse 1 and 2, and in between verse 2 or in between verse 1 and the chorus, in between verse 2 and the chorus. Like I think Sakura has like, Sakura and it was Unche. And then when we have like a lion, like that kind of thing. That I was like, oh god, this is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Like I can't do this. Now I don't even think about it when I listen to it. It's not a problem. So
interesting.
I guess it's just time to develop, time to see kind of how things settle in. But I definitely didn't have a poor reception to the song. I think for me, I like this song more than WDA. So
okay,
we'll see. We'll see how things go.
That's funny that you brought up LE SSERAFIM real quick, because it was on the list to review Boompala, but we, I guess, all decided not to do it.
Yeah.
But Boompala, I don't know what I would rate it yet, because it's like grown on me, but I haven't decided how much it's grown on me. But the part that made it a little bit difficult for me to listen to a lot was like the talk singing that into, and I think it's Kaza, 2 members do talk singing for like the verses.
Yeah.
And that same like just like something, the way Hybe filtered and processed it just is not pleasant to me.
I've seen hate posting about it for sure.
Really?
I've yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. No, can I also just say I'm surprised it took this long for us to get a Macarena sample.
Oh yeah.
I am honestly like thinking about it. I'm like, I feel like that should have happened in like I don't even know when it would have, like 2017 or 18 or something. Like I don't know. I would have expected it to happen much earlier, but it just like, I don't know, that's such a K-pop thing, like to just take the Macarena and like it's even like part of it's in the chorus, like namaste. Anyway, I don't know, whatever. It is a little, I think I'd rate it like a K3. I don't know. I don't actually know how I feel about that song either, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah,
I will
Garrett. Or
say,
yeah, what's up?
well, just real quickly, the reason why I didn't choose Boom Pala is because we'd be reviewing the title track. But if we literally reviewed any of the other song, K5. So
Yeah,
like
Oh, the other songs on
like
the EP.
on the EP, literally everything else was so
Oh.
much better than the title track for me.
Oh.
But since we're reviewing the title track, I was like,
Yeah.
I'll pass because my thoughts would be super negative on it. So worse than Lemonade. So
I see.
Oh. I liked Iffy
uh,
Iffy.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been repeating that one.
Mhm. Sorry, Garrett, you were talking about Lemonade.
Come on, Pookie.
um, well, I didn't select Boom Pala because, I mean, I feel like people have heard enough about it
True,
through
true.
social media.
It has been getting pumped out there, I will say.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like every time I loaded up Instagram, I just get like some kind of teaser, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. But for Lemonade, I rated it a K4. I thought the chorus was pretty catchy, and I liked the dance moves. Uh, I will have to say what stood out about this song in particular is I think it's the best MV that had the outfits out of like all the MVs I've seen. I think this one probably has the best outfits I've seen from any MV, and I especially uh like the military-esque outfits, the one where they're like kind of
Mm.
wearing all black.
Yeah, that was really
Kind of like
cool.
it reminded me of like uh which one was it, Prada, that did all their showcasing of like villains? That kind of reminded me
Oh,
of
I know
that.
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then but yeah, I thought it was good, not bad. I It's definitely better than Different Animal.
Whole different animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Half same plant.
Oh, I guess while we're talking about that, I missed it. What happened?
I said half same plant instead of whole different animal.
Oh,
That doesn't hit the same.
Oh man, sorry. Anyway, I can't help myself. I really can't.
no, I was just gonna say, which of the Lemonade song, or which one of the songs had the like row your boat?
Oh, I couldn't stand that song. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, like that song made the whole album worse for me. I was like, because
Yeah.
one, we don't have Lemonade that stands out to me, and then I hear the
Roll. It's
row your
called
boat
Roll.
melody.
Yeah. It's like
I'm
roll, roll,
like,
roll your eyes or something.
yeah, yeah.
It's like the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star by Alf that we reviewed. And that we got in trouble for laughing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that wraps up our discussion section. So we'll be our song review. Now we're transitioning to the discussion topic, which is concert set list. Yeah, when I was thinking about this, I was like, we've talked kind of extensively about the nature of concerts, our favorite do's and don'ts of concerts, our favorite experiences. Um, yeah, we talked about concerts. I was going back through our topics for all the episodes. We talked about concerts twice as a topic
Twice?
in season 2, and then only once in season 1. And we haven't talked about it in season 3 yet, so here we are.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess this is more about like if you had any group come back, or if they've disbanded and came back, or you just want your group to do a tour with like less popular songs or something like that. Like if your group did a throwback tour, what did you want going on the set list? Or like as for the tour as a whole, did you want it to be made up of like more choreographies of like um I guess songs that didn't have one with it? Or did you want more like audience interaction? How would you kind of want like a throwback tour to be done?
But before I talk about throwback, can I just say I kind of wish we had Clara here because I want to hear about her experience at the IOI concert.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because I saw her post about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw some video from that, and it looks super cool. I like. I'm okay. I need to be very serious here. Okay, I'm not hating. Okay, I'm not being a hater. I gotta say, there was some serious desynchronization in the choreography from what I saw from the short like videos that I've seen of IOI performing in their reunion concert. And it's not even like the choreography of like an actual thing. It was just like the ping me up, ping me. It's like, but they were all like, it felt entirely desynced. And it was like, that's fine. Like, it's a reunion concert. They are not a group. They are not actively promoting. They are not actively training. They're doing their own stuff. I get it. Okay? I get it for sure. But I'm like, that, when I think about like a throwback tour, like you mentioned, like, oh, what if they're, if they're disbanded, if they're like whatever, I'm like, man, they would be probably like, depending on how long they've been disbanded, like I'm sure some of them would be really putting in some late nights trying to get those choreographies up to performance level. I think I like, I think maybe I take for granted like just how much preparation goes into a concert. Not only just because it's like a 2-hour set, like 2 hours is a long time, especially to have, choreography, transitions memorized. Sometimes they have alternative versions of the songs. Like it's not even the actual studio version. They have like a rock remix and like a like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all that stuff is crazy and difficult, right? And then sometimes you have to do that off, God, whoever, years, like a decade plus of music. And that seems very hard. And then I think about like, Twice's post-concert, like how they bring out the wheel sometimes and it has like, a couple dozen whatever songs of theirs and they spin it. And it's just like, and it's some random B-side comes on and they're just like, oh yeah, I know this, like this little choreo, whatever. like what is happening? Like y'all really are professionals. I don't know. Anyway. I kind of rambled all around there, but this is all kind of to say that I would be a little scared bringing back a disbanded group because I'm like, man, what am I putting them through to make it, to put on a show? For just like, hey, you perform, please. And they're like, oh, okay. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, like, I thought about this because I was like, Twice has been around for over a decade now, which is crazy. Over a decade. And I was like, okay, well, if I want to answer for them, because they're the first group that I was like really into, and like, I've known their early stuff very intimately, and then even now, like, continuing to follow them, but it was just funny when I was considering a throwback tour for Twice, because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna think of all these, all these B-sides. Like, I want a very B-side heavy throwback tour, right? And I was wanting, I Think I'm Crazy from the first album. I want Touchdown from Cheer Up album. Like, I want all these things. But I was like, man, I just think it's interesting or funny, kind of, considering a throwback tour for Twice, because they've had members like explicitly be like, yeah, we hated the cute concepts. Like, we hated them. Like, I do not want, I'm sitting there like, I'm so
yeah.
I'm like, they're just like, I can't. I don't want it. Like, they saw it, I think, as a stepping stone, into their more mature, into their more, established content music now that they're making. And then they're just like, man, I just dread going up and doing Knock Knock. They're like, I can't do it. And so I think about that. I'm like, man, I wonder how much I actually want to, like, I wonder how much of that would be like good for me, but like torment for them. I don't know. That's just pretty funny. I wonder how, like, the opinions of the different groups, like within the groups of themselves, like, are. I wonder how perverse that opinion is, or if that's like pretty isolated and for groups that have gone through such a crazy change in what they produce in their discography, versus like like y'all were mentioning earlier how or like Spencer, like you were mentioning earlier about how aespa kind of has different sounding songs, but they all sound like aespa songs, like even extending all the way back to like Black Mamba or oh my god, why
Next
am I
Level?
whatever, yeah, Next Level. I don't know, whatever. I sat there and tried to think too long about Next Level, and now my train of thought's gone. But so yeah, I'd say if I wanted to make a Twice reunion, I would want a lot of B-sides, and I would want Twice's consent of what the set list is going to be. That's my answer.
Okay. Yeah.
For me, so my favorite group is Enhypen, and I'm actually going to see them in July in Dallas.
Woo!
And it'll be my first time seeing them as 6 members because one of the members left. And so it makes me think like later down the road, what if they like brought Heesung back for like a reunion concert? Like that would be pretty neat. I don't think it'll happen just because like there's so much division within the fandom about like if he should be included, if he shouldn't, and like whether to move on or not from it. But like because I haven't seen them as 6 yet, I don't think it's hit me how much Heesung is going to be missed when I hear them perform. I don't know. Maybe I won't miss him. Maybe because I know though, like they've done such a good job of just like filling in the space and the dance formations and just like covering his lines, and that's given actually some other members that didn't have as much time to shine more time to shine because now they have more lines to sing and more complex lines to sing. So I don't know. Very like interesting. I feel like I could answer this question better after seeing them in July, but I can just hypothesize now. I think like what I would love is just more I've seen them since their first world tour. So I remember they didn't have a ton of music then, so they got like some good B-sides performances from their first few EPs or whatnot. So I would like to see those come back. And then maybe like kind of like I think a Q&A would be really fun. Um just like reflecting on their career, and people like could submit questions ahead of time, and they would answer it on stage. I think it would be really cool to hear more of their in-depth thoughts because we get to hear those in like online content but not in person. Their ments, as they're called, are always like very surface level, I feel like, at least when they come to the US, because there's the language barrier and they're just trying to get through the show.
Yeah.
I recently found out that Charlie XCX had a really cool fan experience made. She sent a text or posted on her Instagram something very limited saying like first 100 people or first 50 people or something, like come to this place in New York, or I don't know how you had to like apply. Basically, long story short, 50 or so people, I think, got to go into a small room with 2 chairs, Charlie XCX, and you sit in the chair and you have like 5 minutes to ask her any of the questions, or 5 to 10 minutes to ask her any questions that you want, and then you like go out of the room and like she just sits there and like, and I was like, that is so intimate and cool and so special for the fans that got to experience that, and I'm sure really special for her just getting to see, you know, faces of her fans, not just like a blob of people that she just posts to on the internet. So I like that would be kind of fun to do with Enhypen. I don't think they could pull that off with like the crazy fans they have, but just like I crave that like intimate space that a big arena concert can't really provide nowadays.
Right.
Yeah. Gary, do you have a throwback tour?
I do have a throwback tour this time. I would probably have Everglow just because I've seen them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think for like for my concert, if I was to do a throwback tour with them, I think it'd be really cool because I just thought of this like on the fly of like how they produce their beats and like chorus. Like that'd be really cool if they like recreated it from like with like one sound and then keep on adding it until kind of like like a rave concert, maybe, or not
Where
like
they add layer after layer until it's the
yeah,
whole song.
until they get the whole song. That
Whoa.
would be like a really cool concert of like how they build up their beat, or like how they first like succumb to how they build
Wait,
it.
Melissa Ann, it's like when we were at Weaver's Con and the Hybe choreographers came on and like taught the choreography.
Yeah.
Imagine the producers come on and they're like, "We're gonna make the beat, guys. This is how we made the beat." Like that'd be fire.
Yeah,
Wait, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
I love Everglow, especially old Everglow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
yeah, I'm talking
I
like the
mean-
2019, 2020 releases, like their first few songs.
I mean, I think Dun Dun La Di Da is like one of the best two like consecutive girl group releases of like all time for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Bomb Chocolate is one of the strongest debuts of all time, in my opinion.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And imagine if, like, bouncing off of that idea, Garrett, like, imagine if they then released like a EP or something with all of the songs that they like produce at each concert.
That
I
would
feel
be
like that'd be
cool.
pretty cool.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I think my throwback tour would be, of course, be with Weekly. I kind of I think they only toured in the US once, I think. I missed that opportunity. So I would love to go back and then see a lot of their B-sides done on it, because I know they did. I mean, they don't have like an extremely large set list, but like they have, I think they always did like their main title tracks from like each comeback, and so that was their set list for the US. But I would want to see more of their B-sides produced. And I think also, I think it'd be really, because while they were still a group, some of the members had gone onto like Survivor shows, I think, or like some kind of contestant shows, and had performed music with like other contestants on the show. And I think it'd be cool if they brought some of like the songs that they performed on there into their throwback tour, because I liked some of them, but I don't think they're not released on like Spotify. You just have to watch the YouTube video. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, I think my throwback tour would be more choreography focused for Weekly, but obviously there would be breaks for like some fan interactions. But yeah, I guess the throwback tour would be more B-side focused, but yeah, I think it'd be good just to see them all together again. I know Sohn posts a lot with another Weekly member, and I mean, well, she's like the only one that I follow on Instagram, so I don't really know how the other members are
Is
doing.
she
But I
still
know
your ult?
yeah,
So
yeah. So, but she's still doing like dance covers, and every once in a while, and still post like little cover snippets.
Aww.
And post like with another member, and with Monday, like who's Lunetti now. But yeah, so that'd be cool to see them.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to go follow our Instagram at multilife.pod, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.